This is Eric Holtzclaw, Chief Strategist at PossibleNOW, and I'm talking with Gates Marshall. He is Manager of Security Systems with CompliancePoint, and we're talking about the concept of GDPR and how it impacts data and data use. And an interesting thing that some marketers or technology people may not understand is what is the definition of customer data? So is it just my name and profile information, or does it go beyond that?
That's a great question, and it's actually a really scary answer. So GDPR defines that personally identifiable information is anything that can directly or indirectly trace back to a consumer. And so we always think the elements that you're calling out, right? My name, my address, these are definitely my data. Under GDPR, that extends out. And so now it's your IP address, it's your cookies, it's things that may exist in technology systems outside of that traditional database server. Well, that still is responsive. If somebody gives you a right to be forgotten and says, no, clear out all my things, you can go to the database, remove the name and the address, but you really also need to figure out how you're going to go to your logs and your aggregation systems and strip out what may just be technical information, but it conforms and it identifies with that personally identifiable information definition. And that's a huge shift from what we currently see within a lot of US regulatory standards.
Yeah, that is specifically based on a lot of the behavioral systems that are out, what that looks like and how that can identify someone sort of anonymously, but at the same time knowing who it is. That's a very interesting thing to figure out how you would clean that out or make sure it's being compliant.
It is, and I think that's going to create a huge set of challenges for organizations because you may not have the software to be able to facilitate in that core data repository doing all these consumer rights. Almost nobody is going to have the software unless they've really thought it through and designed it from the ground up to be able to facilitate those consumer rights and all those back-end systems that may also capture that same responsive information.
For more information on how your organization can comply with GDPR, check out our Resource Center.